The Africans have spawned overnight. Those white adhesive crumbs on the bottom everywhere are the eggs. Everybody's fat and happy, everybody feasted on these eggs. The pacus are ready to burst. There's so much food. I have a bunch of African cichlids growing in the sand underneath over there. I'm gonna have to set up some traps to get them out of there. There's just getting to be too many of them in there. I don't know what they're feeding on. Some detritus and little crumbs, whatever gets spilled over there with the draining water. But I've seen them little in the sump, and now I see a sizable fish in there. Not as big as these guys, but some of them are closing up to the size of this guy, which is about 4 or 5 inches. Well, this is more like 5 or 6 even, counting the tail. You see how they're shaking. It's funny to see how they're shaking. It's as if they're getting electrocuted by electric current. There comes the eggs. Have you seen them? And he just scooped them all up in his mouth. They're right in this male's mouth right now. Or female, I don't know. I think it's the male. I don't know my labs anyway. I'm sorry about that, guys. But they're spawning as we speak, actually. Yeah, it's got to be a male, because the big one is the female, the one that's doing all the shaking. The large eggs came out of her. Anyhow, that's what's happening, that's the excitement. There are eggs, there is food around. Males got their mouths filled with eggs. We're gonna go at it again, see? No, actually, yeah, I was wrong. The smaller one produces the eggs, this one right now, right here. And then he scoops them up, so it's the female. The smaller one is the female, less colorful. She scoops up the eggs in her mouth. And the one that's doing all the shaking, more colorful one, is the male. Inviting females to mate at that at that concrete block. Here comes the eggs, little by little. Female scoops them right up. How big is her mouth? I don't know how many eggs can she fit in there. I think first she takes in the male milt in her mouth, and then places the eggs in there for fertilization, or so I gather from this activity. This is the first time I actually see them up close and personal doing the spawning. I don't have much knowledge about smaller fish because we specialize in large fish exhibition and rescue. So you have to forgive me for saying stupid things or wrong things about the smaller fish, because I don't know what I'm talking about really. I'm learning as I go with them. All these Africans are rescues from one guy in Naples named Rob. He's a firefighter, and he inherited a tank full of these cichlids, and he gave them to us because he didn't want them. Here comes a female. There come again, the eggs. There's one right there by the rock that she didn't scoop up. Yep, now she did. This pacu is getting in the way, blocking the action. The Labidochromis wanted to get a piece here. He got one egg. Wanted to feast on the eggs. He got a few, I think, a couple. Alright, so that's our story today. I don't know if we're gonna go at it again, but I think you get the picture. They're probably gonna go at it again. So those eggs that I'm seeing are pretty large, so I don't know what these little white crumbs are here, scattered all over the bottom and adhered to the bottom. So they're adhesive eggs. And they are much smaller and of a irregular shape than the large grayish ellipsoid eggs that come out of this female in the view. They're much larger. They're ellipsoid, smooth shaped, and grayish in color. So I don't know what these crumbs are. They weren't here yesterday night, so they appeared here overnight. Here it comes again. It's kind of a funny process to see. It's the first time I see it. They've been doing it here for years. I just never paid attention or never tried to film it. Now they're doing it on the other side of the block. Here comes the eggs. Here comes the Labidochromis, and the second one stealing them. Alright, that's the action, guys. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I appreciate it.